with. For me, I'm very passionate about this kind of collaboration and topic. So once again, I would like to thank you. I thank the organizers of this conference, that is Sao and Paktaba, for this opportunity. And I hope it will continue beyond not just conferences, but setting an example for Nigeria on what it means to translate knowledge into tangible, visible, verifiable results in the life of our nation. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much, my Reverend Father. I think when it comes to the time for questions and answers, there are some of the questions we'll be asking you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are forging ahead. The next addendum on this agenda is keynote address by Professor B.L. Saluko. But before then, before he comes up, I want to call on my colleague and friend to please give the citation of Professor Saluko. Thank you.
The Vice Chancellor, sir, ably represented by the Dean of Postgraduate School of Studies, Professor Idialu, the principal officers, and all guests present. Once again, welcome us to the second International Conference and Exhibition, coming from the stable of the College of Basic and Applied Sciences in collaboration with Parks Herbal Clinic and Research Laboratories. Reading the citation of Professor Babatunde Salako, MBBS, FWACP, FRCP, FRCP, MNIM. Professor Babatunde Lawal Salako was born on 23rd July 1959 to Alhaji and Alhaja Ibatlahi Lawal Salako of Okeoimbo Quarters, Ota, Ogun State. He attended Ansaruddin Practicing School, Ota, between 1968 and 1973, Ansaruddin Secondary Modern School, Ota, from 1973 to 1975. Going on, he attended Ansaruddin College of Offa, and also he graduated there with the best result that year. Going on, he attended the Kwara State College of Technology in Lorraine for his basic studies between 1979 and 1981, and graduated from the University of Ibadan with MBBS degree in 1986. He went on to have his housemanship with the Lagos State Health Management Board between 1986 and 1987 at the Lagos Island General Hospital, Mercy Street Hospital, and Island Maternity Hospital, Lagos Island. Also, he served the mandatory one-year NYC service at the Isialangwa local government area of Imo State. Dr. Salako went on to have his residency training in the Department of Medicine and obtained the fellowship of the West African College of Physicians within 4.5 years in October 1994. He was subsequently appointed lecturer and consultant nephrologist in the department in March 1996. And by this appointment, he became an honorary consultant, physician, and nephrologist to the University College Hospital, Ibadan, Nigeria, from 1996 till date. Professor Babatunde Salako has won a number of local and international fellowships and research grants, including the World Health Federation Fellowship in year 2000, the University of Ibadan Senate Research Grant, College of Medicine, University of Ibadan Grant and MacArthur Research Grants, and many, to name a few. His community efforts have been rewarded with meritorious awards by a number of bodies and associations, including a Brown of Honor Award by the students of Alexander Brown Hall of the University of Ibadan in 2004. His awards are nameless. Professor Babatunde Salako served as Vice Chancellor of NMA, Oyo State Branch, between 2000 and 2002, acting chairman, and later the substantive chairman between 2002 and 2004. He was a member of the Distinguished National Executive Council of the Nigerian Medical Association between 2002 and 2006. He was a visiting nephrologist at the Manchester Royal Infirmary, Manchester University Hospital, United Kingdom in 2007. A visiting professor at the Department of Public Health Science, Loyola University, Chicago, USA in 2010, and visiting professor to the nephrology division of the medical school, University of Michigan, United States in 2015. Professor Babatunde Salako was invited for the Center for Disease Control in Atlanta, USA, as a member of international expert panel to design a 10-day seminar on control of chronic disease and cardiovascular disease epidemiology for sub-Saharan Africa in 2003. And also, he visited Ghana for the 2003 International Conference as a member of the Scientific Planning Committee. In March 2010, the ever vivacious and sagacious Professor Salako was invited by Novartis International as an opinion leader in an international consortium to discuss kidney transplantation in sub-Saharan Africa in Dakar, Senegal. I think that is worthy of our applause. Let us join our hands together for this man. This is a well-traveled researcher, a gargantuan professor by all means. Also going on, Professor Babatunde Salako was appointed the editor of Tropical Journal of Nephrology, the official journal of the Nigerian Association of Nephrology from 2005 to 2012. He is the vice president of the association. He was in 2012 and president-elect of the association in 2014, and he assumed office as president of the Nigerian Association of Nephrology in February 2016. Professor Salako was appointed as examiner by the West African College of Physicians from 2006 till date. It shows he is an unrelenting researcher and he is still very much relevant even till date. He was also able to serve as examiner and assessor to a number of universities, including the University of Ilorin, Ladoke Akintola University, Ogbomoso, Lagos State University, Lagos, and the University of Cape Town, South Africa, Virginia State University, United States of America, and University of Western Cape, South Africa. And currently, he is the vice president of the Life Resuscitation Society of Nigeria and the national convener for the Impact Project of the West African College of Physicians and the Royal College of Physicians of London. Professor Salako is a clinician of high repute, and he has been involved in a number of clinical trials of drug development. To round it off, Professor Salako Babatunde has published more than 95 journal articles in both local and international journals, including a book on nephrology for laypersons. Professor Salako has attended several local and international conferences and workshops and is widely traveled. And to crown it all off, he's a family man and is married to Mrs. Saidat Abiola Abiodun Salako, and they are blessed with 3 children, Ibrahim Abiodun, Hikmot Yetunde, and Idris Akintunde. He enjoys music, traveling, driving, reading, and listening to the Holy Quran. Please join me as I make welcome, online and virtually, ably represented, Professor Babatunde Salako, an enigmatic researcher, an unrelenting professor, and of course, a gargantuan academic. Let us put our hands together for this man.
Thank you for that citation of my boss. Good morning, the Vice Chancellor, the Dean of Postgraduate School, the local organizing committee, members of the I table, Reverend Father Dr. Adodo, Professor Abdurrahman, gentlemen of the press, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good morning once again on behalf of my boss, in the person of Professor Babatunde Lawal Salako. He sent his greetings. He's unavailably absent. He had to attend to some national issue. That's why I'm representing him. So his keynote address is going to be a presentation, and I guess it can be projected. I think you have the presentation. Can we project the presentation, please? Okay, thank you so much. So his keynote address is going to be on a topic, Western allopathic medicine and traditional African medicine. Any hope for synergies? That's the question. Can we harmonize them together? Next slide, please. Next slide. Thank you. West African allopathic medicine actually deals with the approach of ill health from the perspective of what causes it and how. That is, what is the cause of the illness and how is it caused? We're talking about the Western allopathic medicine. And of course, this system includes physicians of all specialties, as well as recognized allied medical discipline, including, next slide, please, including the nurses, the physiotherapists, the radiotherapists, other medical personnel. And actually, this is located within the scientific paradigm, as it is characterized by the application of scientific, medical knowledge, and technology to health and healing process. So that is for the Western allopathic. Now let's talk about the traditional medicine. Traditional medicine is not synchronized with alternative medicine, which consists of acupuncture, homeopathy, and faith healing. That's the pseudo-Christianity. The practitioners of traditional medicine believe that disease are caused by supernatural forces. The displeasure of ancestral god, evil spirit, black magic, or spirit possessions. Practitioners in Zimbabwe, as well as in Nigeria, include spiritual medium, diviner, herbalist, midwife, faith and faith healers. So this is what is actually caused the African traditional medicine. And this is actually handed over from generation to generation, verbally or in writing. Some people do tell their generation, this is what they do, this is what, and some people get it written down. Those people that does it verbally, at the end of the day, most of the time, some people don't even discuss it and they die with it. So according to our traditional African cosmology, the universe comprises of two worlds, which I just said, the world in which a man lives and the world of the ancestral spirit. As spiritual beings, the ancestral spirit are invisible members of the society who care for and carry responsibility for the action of their descendants. So they deal with the health, the prosperity, misfortune, or ill health. All these are actually attributed to the continuous goodwill or the wealth of the ancestral by the traditional community. So the traditional African healer can include, like I said earlier on, it could be traditional practitioners who are predominantly men who specialize in the use of herbal medicine. And when we come to herbal medicine, a lot of people talk about herbalist. And most people, when they say herbalist, what comes to their mind is that someone that is fetish, that does something that is wicked. But let me tell you what an herbalist is. Herbalists are people who dedicate their lives to working with medicinal plants. They include native healers, scientists, neuropathists, holistic medical doctors, researchers, writers, herbalists, pharmacists, medicine makers, wine crafter, harvester, and herbal farmers, to name few. While herbalists are quite varied, the common love and respect for life, especially the relationship between plant and humans, unites them. Persons specializing in therapeutic use of plants may be medical herbalist, traditional herbalist, acupuncturist, midwife, neuropathic physician, or even one's own grandmother. So when they talk about herbalists, we are talking about people that work with medicinal plants. Traditional birth attendants or traditional midwives who are middle-aged or elderly ladies with no formal training who attend to women during pregnancy, labor, and postnatal period by using apps to facilitate delivery or otherwise. Next slide, please. So how do we integrate the traditional African medicine into the mainstream research? The incorporation as an integrated part in the country's formal health care system, with each being separately recognized as a legitimate form of health care within the same framework. It can be practiced integrated with modern medicine by individual health and care practitioners. Traditional and modern practice can be integrated as two branches of medical science, which in ultimate incorporation or element of both to form a new branch. So the incorporation of this traditional and modern evidence-based medicine as an integral part of the country's formal healthcare system is more likely to be achieved, as it has been demonstrated to be practicable in many countries, including China, Japan, Korea, India, and Ghana, just our brother country there. The incorporation of herbal medicine into modern or evidence-based medicine is not easily achieved for a host of reasons, including scientific, cultural, educational, and of course, legal. Western medical doctors must be receptive to the ideas of traditional African medicine. That's where we have the problem. The Western medical doctor doesn't want to believe in what the other traditional practitioners are doing. Some of them don't even want to hear about it. But thankful enough, it's now changing. A lot of medical personnel, medical doctors are also into herbal practitioners now, herbal practice now. For the paramedical and traditional practitioners to unite in Africa, they only need to be open to the idea of working with one another. Most of the herbal practitioners don't want to trust the Western or the biomedical scientists, because both of them are scared that they're going to collect their or take away their patency. Once they tell them this app does it and they find that it's okay, they won't recognize it. So they are scared of opening up to biomedical scientists. Herbal medicine practitioners must be open to sharing their method and knowledge by allowing Western doctors to examine and analyze them using their own system of fact finding. So what we're trying to say, if they are able to open to the medical scientists, what they want to do is to see whether this product is safe for consumption. They do a safety profile for it. If it's safe for consumption, they tell you, and then you can go ahead. But there's a lot of concoctions out there that are not safe for consumption, but people are just taking it. The patient must be willing to use different types of medical treatment in maintaining their health. Next slide, please. So, what is the degree of integration? The WHO has defined 3 types of health system to describe the degree to which traditional medicine, stroke, complementary and alternative medicine is officially recognized part of the national health system. The first one is integrative system. That is the integration of biomedical and traditional medicine through medical education and practice. This is actually done in Ghana and even in China, and even Ghana here. It's also been done, in which they teach their medical personnel what we call the parallel system, in which it is the separation of biomedical and traditional medicine in the national health system. That's what we practice here in Nigeria, Guinea, and also in Ghana. Asian countries do that, Indian and of course South Korea inclusive. That is, we